During the campaign in North Africa, the US Army experts realized the lack of a vehicle which is able to recover and transport immobilized tanks, which had the consequence that a lot of US tanks had to be left behind and or destroyed. A large, all-terrain vehicle was needed, able to transport and recover all US vehicles then in service, in particular the M4 Sherman tank. Several companies, some of whom specialized in the manufacture of heavy machinery for mining, presented their plans. The design that was finally accepted and later entered service in the middle of 1943 was called the M25. It consisted of a tractor, the M26, constructed by the Pacific Car and Foundry Company, and a trailer, the M15. Due to its purpose and its imposing size of almost 18 meters in length, the tractor and the trailer received the nickname the Dragon Wagon. The M26 tractor had an armored cabin that protected the crew of 7 from small arms fire and artillery fragments. It possessed 3 winches, one at the front that could drag 18 tons and 2 behind the cabin, each with a capacity of 30 tons. In the cabin roof there was a slide ring installed on which an M2 heavy machine gun could be also fitted. The crew also had different tools for their recovery work: a complete welding equipment, an air compressor, and several chains and ropes. The weight of the M26 tractor was 22 tons, and its fuel consumption was astronomical even on relatively good roads. The main problem of the M26 was that, due to the weight of the armored cabin, the front axle was prone to failure and the front tires were rapidly worn. This disadvantage, together with the fact that, unlike the German recovery vehicles, the Dragon Wagon was rarely used for recovery under enemy fire, so all these disadvantages led to the construction of another version with a normal, unarmored cabin called the M26A1. This new vehicle weighed 1.5 tons less than its predecessor. Altogether, 762 tractors were constructed until the end of the war. The M15 trailer could take a load of up to 40 tons. This was sufficient to support the Sherman, but right after the war, the Dragon Wagons often carried abandoned or captured German armored fighting vehicles as well. The weight of the trailer was 17.5 tons and relied on 2 folding ramps to load the vehicles. The rear wheels could be moved horizontally to facilitate the loading of vehicles with different widths, as well as the use of steel ramps could fitted over the rear tires, preventing damage. Perhaps the most unusual load carried by the Dragon Wagon was the approximately 100 LCM landing craft of the US Navy that were transported by highway from the coasts of the English Channel to the borders of the Rhine River in March of 1945, which along with other means allowed the Allies to cross this vital river into Germany. With the introduction of the M26 Pershing heavy tanks into service, two more versions of the trailer were made, the M15A1 with an extra ramp and the wider M15A2. These two new versions were additionally reinforced, being able to transport a weight of up to 45 tons. The operational life of the Dragon wagons extended to the Korean War, and the US Army still had them in their inventory even in the 1960s. After the war, some of them, both the armored and the unarmored versions, were used to carry oversized loads such as locomotives and other heavy equipment. In addition, a certain number of them were sold to different countries like Japan, Italy, Spain, and Turkey after World War II. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and to make sure you don't miss my future work, please make sure you are subscribed to my channel and press the bell notification button. Thank you, and see you in the next video.